Hi, my name is Plana Rusev. I have difficulties talking today, but anyway, it's fun. We have the second day of Webit, the biggest e-business and e-marketing exhibition and conferences for Southeastern Europe, the biggest for Central and Eastern Europe, and one of the biggest in London, in the UK, UK, London. Please come on.
I'm from the UK.
Anyway, I wish to introduce you my guest from London, UK, Butler. Guardian, one of our keynote speakers at Webit Conferences. Liz, I'm so honored to have you here.
Oh, great to see you.
Thank you for being to Webit. So please introduce yourself.
My name is Liz Butler. I work at Guardian News and Media. Guardian News and Media is the Guardian newspaper, which is our Monday to Saturday publication, The Observer, which is our Sunday newspaper, and guardian.co.uk, which I've obviously been speaking about today, our website. I work on the commercial team and I look after all the international clients and agencies.
Thank you. It was you just had your presentation here and it was about user engagement.
Yeah.
Guardian is a unique online media, especially with this that you manage to engage your viewers, your visitors in a fantastic way with different communities, etc. So please share more about this.
I think it's quite interesting because when we started, obviously we're a UK company, we're a UK website, and our audience grew to such an extent. We reached those 3 million unique users a month, and actually 2/3 of that traffic is outside the UK. I think in the early web it was all about being the biggest site, having the most amount of traffic, but we really feel now that it's much more important to have depth of your site and creating a lot more user engagement. We have actually over 1 million comments from our users every month from our blogs. We have about 20 blogs, and community really is, I suppose, the heart of everything that we do on our site. And we feel, I suppose, from the attaching revenue and for our advertisers, that the more engaged the users are with the Guardian site, then the benefit it is to the people that advertise with us.
That's for sure. So if we have such an engagement, but Guardian is maybe one of the few platforms that advertisers can use. Are advertisers really using your platform in the best possible way, and are you helping them? So what is your position? Are you only the media, or you are somehow the creative part of the strategy, especially when you have such a dedicated audience, which Guardian has for sure?
I suppose, I very much work amongst the sales team, and all of us have to be able to sell not only the website, newspapers, magazine, the mobile site. And I think in dealing with clients and advertisers, it's much better to really find out what their goal is, and then once we know the goal, then we will obviously deliver the best platform for that goal. Just talking about an online campaign, when we set an online campaign live, you can't just set it live and hope that the advertiser gets a few clicks. We monitor that campaign, so our ad management campaign will look, are the leaderboards working better than the MPUs? Are they getting more response in the travel section compared to the business section? And we will optimize the campaign for the advertiser. It's a constant two-way communication. And I think with a lot of our very long established clients, we will speak to them a lot more about content solutions, so building content that is specific to them.
This is my 100%. This is my next question. So, how you build content for your customers and clients, of course.
We have our editorial content, and then we have our commercial content, and it's really talking. If we're dealing with a tourist board, competition microsites and galleries of photos work really well. If it's a car company, sometimes it's quite fun to do something completely different. With Audi, we created the future of food, and we took some top British chefs, and they could only cook the food using parts of an Audi car, which was a very fun thing to do, and created a lot of people downloaded the videos and created a real buzz around it.
So, what are your predictions? How do you see the future of the business models of digital media?
I think the Guardian's very aware that they can't keep up with the growth of the web, and we have to weave ourselves into the very fabric of the web. And by doing this, our videos have to be accessible on YouTube, our podcasts have to be accessible on iTunes. All the news aggregator sites have our content, so you can go to the Google or Yahoo and get a news feed into the Guardian site. So it's not, you've got to be very much outside the kind of traditional walls of your own website. And making
Sorry. So your advertisers benefit from your penetration throughout the whole other networks. Is that right? I get
Yes,
it.
I mean, I suppose from an advertiser's point of view, we've tried to create properties for them especially. We have the Guardian Green Ad Network, which is an aggregation of some small independent green sites which our editorial have chosen. We've noticed in the UK that there's a massive interest in green at the moment, and our journalists chose these sites to work with. So for the advertisers, it's extending their reach into that market. We've worked with clients such as Nokia, who was doing a Recycle Your Mobile Phone campaign. When Toyota launched the new Prius, they advertised it on our green network. When Land Rover was doing some surveys about the sustainability of the Land Rover and what their consumers thought. We also have open platform, so developers can apply for a key, and then they can access all of our content, all of our code, and either build on our site or take that content away. An example is Goal Run is a football social networking site, and they scrape all of our football stories off our site and then hold them on their server, publish them on their website with a credit to us. And then we work with them on a revenue share model with the advertising on their sites.
So this is one of the business models. One, you have advertising and you have content.
Yeah.
Do you believe that the pure paid content widely advertised by now FT and other media, are you planning to have a paid content sections on your website?
It's a hotly debated subject in our office, and our stance may change in the next year. At the moment, content on our website will be free for the foreseeable future. We're actually launching iPhone application, Guardian iPhone application next month, and that will be paid for, because the research that we've done around it shows that people with iPhone applications, people trust the source more if they actually have to pay for it in the first place. So this will be a revenue stream for us. I mean, as an organisation, we've had to try a lot of different revenue streams. Some have worked, some haven't. We have Soulmates, which is one of the most popular dating sites, so we reach over 130,000 people every month. Over 300 people apparently meet their match on Guardian Soulmates. So it's just creating other possibilities and engagement for our users. But we have created, we had a travel auction site, so we worked with our top advertisers. They gave us their over capacity, and then we had a bidding war, a bit like eBay, where our users could bid for travel holidays which were departing in the next couple of days. We thought we had a big audience. We thought that we could, offer our big audience something good. It didn't work. People didn't want to use it. So I think as a media organisation, you have to constantly try new things. I think Google said last week that 94% of the projects they try fail, but 6% of them work and work fantastically well.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, how is the mobile integrated in your future development plans, plans of future development? You said about iPhone. Is mobile a future channel of...
Definitely. I think we launched our mobile site this year. We were quite late to get into launching a mobile site, but we're not, it's doing very well for us, and I think we were looking around at other competitors to see how they were doing their site and learning from their mistakes before we launched our own. I think especially being a global site and areas like China where more people have mobile phones and access a PC, that's a very exciting and interesting opportunity for us.
It was a very tough year for everybody in the markets, for sure. I hate these questions, but they're important because it's a matter of market. So, how was the beginning compared to the second half, the first half compared to the second half of your expectations? And what are the biggest challenges in front of Guardian these days?
We're moving forward. I think that it's been a very tough year for us as a media organisation. I think any media organisation will be lying if it said that it's obviously improved its advertising revenue from last year. However, I would say that over the last 5 to 6 weeks, obviously advertising revenue has been decreasing, and we are now actually seeing a plateau, and in digital a slight increase. So digital is actually year on year up, and print is not up year on year but actually plateauing and starting to increase again. So we're feeling very optimistic moving forward, and really we can measure it from the interest in advertising in magazines, and also how much interest and pitches our content solution team have live, because with a content solution it may take up to 2 months before it comes into fruition. And at the moment the magazine team and the content solution team are very, very busy. So we're feeling positive moving forward to the latter half of this year.
So the challenges, what you face in front of Guardian for the next 1-2 years? What do you think will be the biggest challenges in front of Guardian or in front of the digital industry, media industry?
Yeah, in front of Guardian.co.uk, our real challenge is to kind of keep our position as the leading UK quality newspaper site. And I think we were lucky, you know, from 2000 we heavily invested in the site. However, now our competitors like the Times and the Telegraph are investing more and more, and we obviously want to keep our position to demand the yields. In front of the whole digital agency, I was actually at a conference in Paris a couple of weeks ago, and Sebastian Danet from Zenithought Media said that he thought that maybe in the next 2 months his digital sales team could be based in India. Obviously he's a great guy, he creates a lot of debate, but we don't think that. We think that very much from a commercial point of view it will still be a very much meeting people, a face-to-face contact, but it will be, as a media organisation, we have to reflect how the agencies and how the clients are set up to how we talk to them. So it will be interesting to see what happens.
Absolutely. How's Webit? Do you enjoy the show?
Oh, I'm loving Webit. I must say, I work on the international team at The Guardian. I do travel a lot for my job, and this is one of the most friendliest and easiest to network events that I've ever been at.
Great to hear this from you, Liz. It was a pleasure having Liz Butler, Guardian. Here is my guest and one of the keynote speakers of Webit E-Business and E-Marketing Expo for CE. Good to have you there, and follow the next video. Thank you.